All right, peace, peace, peace. Just want to, first and foremost, hopefully the Most High in your house is blessing all day. By His mercies, you are consumed. We're alive in the Most High in your house, His body, and 2 we're naturally alive. Actually, hopefully y'all having a good day, man. Life is going with the whole child. Y'all walk is going good. The faith, obedience, in the Most High in your house, Shah, and knowledge with some understanding is growing, man. Cause it's not to be what you call them. It's not to be um, you know taken lightly of. It's not a vain thing, honestly. So yeah, man, I was going into this because this was in the morning prayers, and also too, man, it kind of goes. This is another aspect of that as well, man. Um, uh, because we're gonna say in Matthew, but when two or three are gathered in my name, I'm there. So we're gonna look at that because we looked at that before. Shoot, what was the last video when we talked about that? What did we discuss? We discussed yeah, we discussed that I think I wanted to or I didn't. That in the law that was in the aspect of Joshua and Caleb. So yeah, we did talk about in that aspect as well. But it's so many with this man because there's nothing wrong with even because there's nothing here. Even though it's how I said broad is the way. That's because you have a that could be the most times the case just because you have a big congregation. Sometimes because people think about it's not a number. It's not a numbers game because since the beginning with the flood. But Noah that told you that 8 people got saved, and like how I said, the world many the world many are called, few are chosen. All throughout the word, we can see examples of that. Or even with Acts, with 3,000 souls being baptized, it's too many examples with that. How many people thought this word, when you read the word got saved, how many few it was, but that's not always. It's not a numbers thing, because certain times people think that so if you have a big congregation or camp, church, or whatever, that means they must be doing something right or righteous or things. And sometimes it's like how I said, broad is the way, but that's not always the case a lot of times too, because people use this and say, oh, if you have a smaller one, then that must be no. That's not the case. This really depends on the circumstances and individual, their works and their deeds, or whatever camp, group, congregation, church, assembly, whatever. Because that's the thing about it is what Yahushua is saying is doesn't matter how many is there, but as long as I'm worship there in sincerity and truth in my name, which was in their name, which is declared in Exodus 34:6, Numbers 14:18, Jeremiah 9:24. As long as that those aspects of no, let's get Exodus 34:6 right here. As long as this is there, Exodus 34:6. And the Lord passed by before him and proclaimed, the Lord, Yahweh, merciful, gracious, long suffering, and abundant goodness and truth. As long as it's there, I'm there, man. So it doesn't matter what numbers it is, man. But that's the aspect of that as well. But also, too, man, it's also about being one, honestly. Two is better than one. All being one in the Most High Yahshua's body, man. Let's read this Matthew chapter 18, verse 20. It said, for where 2 or 3 are gathered together in my name, there I am in the midst of them. So see why? Let's go to Amos real quick. This all goes into being one with the Most High Yahushua. Them dwelling within you. Them Zebulon, which means dwell, of course, within you, man. But that's just what it is. Let's get Amos 3:3. Then we're gonna get Ecclesiastes. Yeah, man. Amos 3:3. It says, "Can 2 walk unless they be, except they be agreed?" Exactly, man. So 2 or 3 in there, man, or in my name, we're in agreement with the Most High Yahushua. Means we're one. That's why Yahushua said in John 10, "Me and my Father are one." Pretty much, they have the same goal. They're one. Honestly, that's is what it is. That's why even being the bride of Christ, being married to Yahushua, man, the Most High Yahushua. That's why it says, has thou have a wife after thy mind, forsake her not. Because that's why I even said throughout the word, even Deuteronomy and even Sirach 2, even all throughout the word, whom ever trusted the Most High Yahushua, whom he forsaken. He's not going to forsake. No, let's grab it. We don't need no excuse. This over GP. Ecclesiastes chapter 7 verse 26. Hast thou have a wife after thy mind? Forsake her not, but give thyself not over to a light woman. So see, exactly. So like that's having in mind because he never forsook David, man. And David had a mind according to the Most High House's mind, man. Pretty much they were on the same page. They were on the same wavelength, man. He had the will of the Father. He like the Most High. He agreed with the Most High. The principles he was in alignment with the Most High House's principles, man. Honestly, I agree with them. I'm on their type of time. I'm on their wavelength with how they think. I want to think like that. This is what it is. That synergy that was just there with them, with David in the Most High House. So that's why the son of David says he's one with the Father. It's all the same word. So. Yeah, man, it's not according to like my principles, man. No, I'm with them because that's what the the Most High House said. Listen, I chose you, didn't choose me. I chose you. So that's it is what it is, man. So, it says Ecclesiastes also 7 Sirach chapter 7 verse 26. Hast thou a wife after thy mind? Forsake her not, but give not thyself over to a light woman. So, yeah, man, that's just is what it is, man. So that's why you won't be forsaken, the bride of Christ. That's as long as you're having faith, living according to the promises, and obedience to His instruction, His law, statutes, commandments, man, and living righteously and justly and faithfully, man. Yeah, you won't be forsaken. Trust Him at all times, man. That's just is what it is, and it's all being one with Him, man. And that latter part is forsaken not for a light woman. That's going even on a natural tip. That's going into it's like that Life Jenna songs must be nice, man. That's like, cause a lot of times, a lot of times men do this as well, even in the natural tip, because it's not the off topic, but you have a good wife, good woman. This like for people, brothers inside the word, outside the word, man. You got a good wife that's really obedient, submissive and down for you, but you leave that for or you do it wrong, or you leave that for an Instagram model or for a video vixen or that type of thing. That type of time. That's what that latter part is going into, but that's something else. We're not going to get into that. But it says, for there are two, for where there are two or three gathered together in my name, there I am in the midst of them. So see, that's why calling on the name of the Most High Yahusha. That's not this is what the name Yahweh or Yahusha or Yahuwah or Yahusha or Yahweh or Yahshua or whatever you say. It's not just the name. It's like what entails into the name. Because honestly, too, that's why the words goes into having a good name lasts forever. Have a good name over riches, man. Because what your name entails, man. That's why Marlo from the Wire said, "My name is my name." That's your reputation. That's what people think of you. What do they think? Honestly, what your characteristics and qualities and morale that comes out of your name, man. So this is bigger than just the name itself, honestly. Because people get caught up in that, or this and that. No, man, that don't matter. Or saying Jesus, or saying Yahweh, or saying Yahusha, or Yahweh. No, it's really what the name entails. But that's neither here nor there. But I was gonna get something else too. Oh yeah, Ecclesiastes. I ain't read this in a minute. Let's go into that 2 and 3. Ecclesiastes 4 and 9. It says, two are better than one, because they have two are better than one, because they have a good reward for their labor. Yeah, and we can look at this in the law with Joshua and Caleb as well. But even the gospel wise, testimony, the witness wise, new covenant wise, man, two are going to become one. Honestly, man, that's just is what it is. Both kingdoms are going to come together, man, and come sons and daughters of the Most High House and be one with Him, man. Honestly, because that's why it goes back to that Galatians. No, it's going back to the beginning. That's why it's all going back to being one. So let's get Galatians 3:28 real quick, man, because all one in Yahushua. Yep, because this is going back. Let's go. Let's start at verse 26. For ye are For ye are all children of Yahweh by the faith in Christ, in faith in Hamashiach Yahushua, or Christ Yahushua. For as many as you have put on, for as many of you has been baptized into Christ, put on Yahushua, man, put on Christ. Um, and and that goes, no, that's another story for another day. With that, it says, there is neither Jew nor Greek, there is neither bond nor free, there is neither male nor female, for ye are all one in Christ Yahushua, man, or Mashiach Yahushua. And that's crazy too, because on the Bible app, so all the time we talking about this, on the Bible app today, the one of the verse of the day is like somewhere in Romans 12, pretty much going to the body of Yahushua, and that's is what it is, man. It's supposed, and how we are all one in Yahushua, man. And this takes you back to the beginning in Genesis, 1:26. He created male and female, and becoming one flesh. It all goes back to that, man. So. Yeah, man, like my pops even say, even though Jehovah's Witness, he's writing this, man, the word is just one big harmonious song. It flows together, man. That's why Psalms 85 says, truth and mercy and truth or peace, they kiss together, man. The witness and the testimony, man, the law and testimony, witnesses, all ties into together, man. So hopefully it's edifying, man. So much love to your brothers and sisters, man. So I'm gonna try to slow down, trying to, because I get excited on here. Hopefully y'all understood me clearly. Hopefully, brothers and sisters, have a good day. Even outside life, man. Hopefully, the Most High House is blessing y'all abundantly. So and we're all doing the Most High House as well, man. So hopefully, this is edifying. So peace.